Hey guys, how's it going? It's CLY, and today I wanted to do a video on a gold guide. I know that these videos are quite made often, and there's hundreds of them up on the internet, but my live stream always asks me how I make my gold, so I thought I'd share my method. To start things off, I'm going to talk about why I have 100 gold in my inventory at the minute. I know it's not a lot, it's only a little amount, but I only just made Bolt the other day, and that took up all of the gold out of my inventory. So let's get into the video and I'll show you my methods. Okay, so method number one, which I'd like to talk to, is materials. If you've played Guild Wars 2 for a decent amount of time, you're going to have quite a lot of materials stacked up in your bank. Now you might think to yourself that these things are worthless, but in fact they're actually not. They can get you quite a fine bit of gold, and they're quite common. Now these types of materials which I have in my bank now, I've got in only a few days. Now I cleared all of these out about 2 days ago, and as you can see they're all nearly back to large stacks. Tier 5 materials are, as I said, overlooked. Not many people think that they sell for a lot, but I'll show you some examples. 249 piles of potent blood can get you around 8 gold, 32 silver. That is a decent amount of gold just by selling something that you might not necessarily use. If you're not crafting or anything like that, and these are literally just sitting in your bank, then sell them. Why not get yourself nearly 8.5 gold to add to the rest of your gold? So that's a good example straight up. Potent blood, easy to get and sell for a decent amount. Large claws, again, nearly a full stack, gets you around 4.5 gold. It's probably around 4 gold, 70 silver for a full stack. So again, these all add up in price. If you've just got full stacks sitting in your inventory, they're all going to add up. Another 2 gold, 80 silver. You get the gist, guys. They all sell for a decent amount. Now, some of them sell for a lot less than others, and these are things like wood. Now, wood's really common. Elderwood planks, or logs. You pick this up all the time. Now, this is what is a lot cheaper. You're looking at 68 copper, and the rest were over 1 silver. So once you get to learn which ones are more expensive, you can start stacking them up and sell them. If you don't want to just keep selling, and you want to hoard, I recommend getting a guild bank. Now, in my guild bank, I'm starting to stack up silk. I actually sold all of the tier 5 materials I had stacked up in my bank the other day, and it got me around 60 gold. Now, that's great. To get 60 gold into your inventory instantly once you've used all of it on a legendary, it's quite nice, considering that I didn't work for those materials. They just came to me over time via dungeons and world bosses and things like that. They just came over. So you can also, that's materials. That's what I want to talk about there. Next, talking about tier 6 materials. Now, these aren't as common as tier 5. That's why they sell for a lot more. As you can see, I don't have a lot of them in it, but that's because I just made a legendary 2 days ago. Now, these come fairly easy if you use your things like laurels and etc. If you have those stacked up and you don't know what to use them on, tier 6 is quite a good way of getting gold via laurels. Now, as you can see, in a few days I've got 12 ancient bones and around about 8 of each, apart from powerful blood. Powerful blood is farmable in Frostgorge Sand, and if you'd like that type of thing when you just farm materials, it's quite a decent gold income per hour. It's RNG based, so you need to watch out for that. But these sell for a decent price. I tend to just stack my tier 6 up. It's up to you if you want to sell them, but stacking them up and selling them at about 50 at a time, 100 at a time, things like that, is quite a good idea, because you can get a lot of gold I had a 200 gold's worth of tier 6 sat in my bank, which I just sold and got myself a lot of gold. You can also consider selling all of the rest of the materials in your bank. They might not be worth as much, but it's a decent way of just selling. You can also go into ascended materials, which sell for a decent price, 3 gold, 60 silver each. Yeah, and that's only for 2 of them. For 3 of them, it's around 12 gold. So craft these every day and sell them if you don't need the stuff for them, like the iron, steel, dark steel, and mithrilium. So that's it for materials, and we'll go on to the next thing. Okay, the next thing is dungeons. Now, if you're a World v World player, you may not want to go out and do dungeons, or you might be a new player and you don't really know dungeon tactics, or you have low achievement points, or you don't have the gear, etc, etc. What I recommend doing is trying to get yourself a full set of berserker armor and checking out metabattle.com for a meta build for dungeons. Now, you might have low achievement points, but some parties won't kick you if you link your gear and say that you know tactics. Now, to check out tactics, you can go on YouTube and search in a specific dungeon, like Ascalonian Catacombs, then search a path 1, and then speedrun. Now, you can check out what guilds are doing to run fast, and that's normally pug tactics as well. So, if you want, you can check out all the videos for those dungeons, and you're set to go. Now, Ascalonian Catacombs, for example, gives you a bonus at the end of the run. Every single dungeon gives you a bonus, which is around 1 gold, 1 gold 50, 2, 3 gold, which is a raw. Now, that's quite a good gold intake if you can run all of these paths daily. So you're looking at 3, 6, 9, 12, 18, 21, 21, 24, and then you're getting like 7 gold for a raw. So you're looking at like 31 gold. So that might be wrong, but it's at least minimum 31 gold. 31 gold for taking up maybe a few hours of your time. It's a very good gold income. All the dungeons are fairly simple once you get to learn the tactics, and it's definitely doable with pugs. I'm in a World v World guild called Mandus Rise. If you're on Gunner's Hold, you might have seen us around. But I jump in PvE every day and run dungeons specifically for gold, and pugs are reasonably fast. They may not be the fastest, but in this day and age, people understand tactics and they understand what to do. So dungeons are a really good gold income. You also have to think about the champion bags and things like that you're going to get, which could give you precursors or materials, especially materials. And that leads me on to my next point. Dungeons give you lots and lots of greens and blues. Now, this is a main thing because people think, oh, we'll just vendor these greens or blues. It's quite a good idea to, if you have got a copper-fed salvage-matic, to salvage all of them greens or all of them blues. Now, what this can get you is a lot of silk, and silk sells for a very good price. You can also get mithril or a calcum, things like that. They all come from this trash, basically. And that's how I said that the things in my bank stack up really fast, is because salvaging does most of it for you. I'm not going to recommend going and buying a copper fed just for this, but if you have one, it's great to use, and it's really, really convenient, and saves a lot of bag space. So make sure to use that. You can also salvage. What I like to do is to salvage rare armor, but I stack rare weapons in my bank, which this is the wrong bank, but on my main guild my bank guild. I stack rare weapons. These have been off the past 2 days. Stack the rare weapons, and it's up to you if you forge them or if you keep them or sell them on. They normally sell for a decent price on trading posts. You're looking at some of them go for 50 silver, some of them 38 silver. They can go for quite a decent price, but it's totally up to you what you do. Salvage them, keep them, forge them, trading post them. So that's what I like to do with dungeons, and let's go on to the next point. So talking about PvE, this leads me on to my next 2 points. First, I'd like to talk about world bosses. If you guys check out dulphy.net, you can see that there's world boss timers on there. These are great to make sure getting to the world bosses on time and completing them. It also has the waypoints if you're not familiar with where the world bosses are. And this allows you to go, get yourself a nice rare. It doesn't take that long. Some of them do, some of them don't. Earlier I did Tequatl in 5 minutes, and it got me a decent amount of stuff. I mean, I got a few rares, I got loads of greens and blues, which again I salvaged, and things like that. I don't do world bosses every day. I tend to just do Tequatl because I want the weapon, but apart from that, if you need gold, it's definitely something to throw in there and go and do. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is Silverwastes. This is a new-ish thing. It's not really that new, but if you guys are returning players, it might be new for you. Now, Silverwastes is really easy to get into. Silverwaste chest farm. Join. Okay? You open up your map, and you go over to Silverwastes. So you get yourself into a chest farm, right? You've got a commander, this yellow guy on your map. First thing you want to do, I mean, you should probably know this. Most people have farmed Silverwastes, but if you don't, then here you go. First thing you do is buy yourself some keys. I have 20 keys, not a lot, but it'll get us rolling, okay? And I'll just show you a few, and then I'll go on to the next point. The next and the last point. So, you follow a commander. Very simple. This is a brain dead gold method. You follow a commander around a map and you open up chests which are on the floor. And that's literally it. As you can see, Lost Bandit chest. Now, you could do around 35 of these per run. Okay? That's 35 bags. Embroidered coin purses. Now, these gives you a chance to get exotics and things like that. I'm just going to leave this party real quick. Okay, so it gives you a chance to get exotics, which sell for a decent amount of gold. You can get a lot of rares, a lot of greens, which I tend to salvage. And, you know, all those goodies. Now, I'm not going to chest farm, I'm going to carry on with the video, because this is just going to take too long. Well, so you get the gist. You follow the commander around the map, you open up boxes. That is literally all you do. Make sure you have the keys, and that's about it. Then you get a crappy green, loads of this bloodstone dust, and materials to throw. See, that's not bad for one bag, and it got me that. So, as you can see, it's pretty decent. Now, that's Silverwastes. Okay guys, so the last thing I'd like to talk about in this video is investing your gold into skins, or even items that's on the trading post. Skins is one of the easiest things to invest your gold in because you're pretty much guaranteed for it to go up in price. Now, if you don't mind having skins sat in your bank for a while, then this is a good investment. My friend Carl has around 2,500 gold sitting in his bank, all in skins. He hasn't got the gold in his inventory, but it's an investment. Those skins are going to keep going up in price, and it's going to go up to 3,000 gold and 3,500 gold, etc. That's just going to keep rising. So if you currently have a decent amount of gold, or even a ticket, then the best thing to do is to look and see what skins have the least supply for demand but are at a good price? So the example I found is the shark tooth axe skins. Okay, these used to be around 40 gold, something like that. They're not a nice skin, but they used to be around 40 gold. Because the supply is only on 10 at the minute, they're back up to 90 gold. So the shortbow skin, this one's going to go down and down and down, and the price is going to go up and up and up. So if you have gold to invest into the skin, buy it and just keep it in your bank and let the gold go up. Now if you look, let's say a few people buy it, look, it jumps from 94 gold to 98 gold, and this is just going to keep going up because people will want the skin. People always want skins. It doesn't matter what the skin looks like. People like them to go with certain sets. For example, this set that I'm wearing now, it's just something that I came up with today, and I'm going for like a gladiator look, and it's pretty decent. Skins are the main thing in this game. It's what players want, and it's customization, and it's standing out from the crowd. So guys, that cuts it up for my video for today. I know there's other gold making methods, like crafting shit and crafting loads of great swords and selling them for like a 1 silver profit at a time, and flipping on the trading post and all stuff like that. But these are just methods that I use daily to get quick gold. Now maybe the materials isn't the daily way of getting gold, but it might be weekly, because you might farm materials for a week and then in your bank stack them up and sell them. So these are just quick gold making methods, guys. I hope they help you out. Make sure to hit a subscribe, like, and things like that. It really helps my channel out. I'm trying to grow this current channel. I've had previous channels with 500 subscribers, etc., but I'd like to grow my current channel up, and the content that you will be getting from me in the future will be World v World content, PvP content, and maybe PvE. If you guys are interested in how I roll in PvE, then fair enough. I'm gonna do like mini montages, etc., for PvP, because I was in the top 50 EU PvP, but then I quit. So I just like to share my knowledge with players. You can also check that out over on my stream, twitch.tv/CLY. I'll leave a link in the description below, and you can see me play PvP on my beloved Mesmer, which is my main character, or my thief. So alright guys, I will see you around. Goodbye.